Hey, how's it going, everyone? In this run, we are doing a no save, no death run of Resident Evil Requiem. We're also doing this on a new game standard classic, which is the highest new game run that you can do in this game. That's mainly the reason why I'm choosing to do this right now. So the first thing I'm going to point out, once we get into the game here, we're going to walk to the right and let this guy boost us forward, save a little bit of time here. And the quickest way that I've seen getting through this part, if you don't want to, you know, lose more time here, is just to walk to the, basically just stick to the right for the most part. See, I'm purposely avoiding all the men here. They're the ones that can mostly slow you down. But if you're wondering why I'm doing a standard classic here, the first run I wanted to upload, I specifically wanted to do that because I wanted to like an authentic new game run.
Why am I even here?
Because you can't do insanity difficulty on a new game file. It has to be a new game plus. So before we, you know, get into all that, yeah, I'm gonna showcase a standard classic run. And if you're wondering, classic standard actually is like a harder difficulty than modern standard, because the difficulty adjustment goes higher. So the enemies can, like, if the DA gets you know, up so high, they actually can put you on danger in one bite. So there's like the difficulty adjustment works in like numbers, so like in ranks. So it goes from like rank 1 to rank 9. When you're playing insanity difficulty, it's always on rank 9. And when you're playing on standard classic, it goes from like, I think it's like rank 4 to rank 8 or something like that. And yeah. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to do a run like this before we do insanity, because I thought I was actually having fun when I started doing this. This is like the first thing that I worked on when the game came out, a few days after the game came out. I was doing a few attempts of these, and then the main reason why I haven't uploaded a video till now was because I was having issues with the game. A lot of people, including myself, were getting a glitch, or if you want to call it a glitch, or a bug with the game, where when you would get like a black screen on you know, starting up the game when you're opening the game on PC. Yeah, I was just getting like a black screen, and it took me ever to figure it out. But it turns out the way to fix it for me was to
Stay close.
it was actually OBS that was causing my issue, and it was specifically capturing the game in OBS.
I'm coming.
And I randomly just figured out just like recently, just a couple of days ago,
Keep moving.
now that if I just, you know, stopped actually capturing the game, it would yeah, it would start up normally then, which I'm kind of salty about. That it took me like 2 weeks to figure that out. I was trying like everything under the sun to try and fix it. Yeah, very standard gameplay for the beginning here. Upcoming here, we have the cop interaction here with the shotgun. Surprisingly, I've not seen many people talk about this part, and I don't even know if somebody has made a video on this and how to do it consistently, because I've been trying to figure out a consistent way to avoid this guy, and the main thing I've figured out myself is that I'm kind of getting ready to... So if you didn't know, you can press down the prompt to hold onto the thing before the interaction happens. So you want to be holding down A and then, or X on the PlayStation controller for the, you know, you want to be holding that for the interaction, and then the dodge as well. And basically what I'm doing is I'm holding, and then I'm just like trying to dodge to the left, and I'm not holding the dodge. I'm constantly just nudging it to the left constantly. And I've noticed that's mostly making it more consistent.
Get away! Get away from me!
But it's I'd imagine there's probably a more consistent way than that. But ever since I started doing that, I haven't gotten shot, so. But yeah, if you guys are wondering about insanity difficulty, you have to play insanity difficulty on New Game Plus. It always is like set for that. Like even if people were to mod in, you know, it's I'm pretty sure it's definitely possible for somebody to, you know, go into the files of the game and do something with modding the game and just adding insanity as a difficulty, you know, when you start up a new game. But the problem with that is that Capcom have coded this game where if insanity difficulty is unlocked in any way, it just it hard sets Leon's supply box to already be, you know, at the beginning and all that. So your auto, you auto have to start getting his points and all that by then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the only complaints that I have with this game is the way they've handled all the new game stuff. The Leon part, we're just gonna go here and kind of, if I can try parry him. Yeah. So my strat here, you want to be just running because the card's gonna bump at the Leon. If you're quick enough, you won't get hit.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, this is one of these things that can happen here. Yeah, this wasn't too bad. Now, if that interaction didn't happen, I would have jumped off, and then there would have been a zombie in front of me. I was gonna try shoot him, which I'm relying on if he staggers or not with one hit. Usually, it's gonna take 2 shots. Oh, but by the way, I'm pretty sure that the difficulty adjustment numbers are different with Grace and Leon. So, like, if you get hit a lot with Grace and you're lowering the DA, making the game a bit easier, it won't affect Leon. So me getting bit by that zombie there, like, doesn't really help me with Grace here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a separate difficulty adjustment. So yeah, we're just gonna open that. Just to help try and save a little bit of time by opening there so we can grab the ball here. Yeah, we're going to be grabbing that ball to use it later. Yeah, so coming up here, we're going to be doing a bit of a speedrun strat here. We're going to activate the fight and run back, and then run back to this door here to bait her. If you're struggling with timing this speed strat, the bottle helps me because it's good. It's nice for lining up, as you can see. And just as she gets to about there, you can start running through. I'm like holding the aim here just to prevent Grace from falling over. See here. So here I'm changing the run to walk type because when you have the walk run type thingy enabled to run, you can't climb the thing here right away. So I can actually tell she's going to hit me here, but she won't grab me. Yeah, so I'm changing this back to run so I can just automatically run off here. There's a small timing here. I don't want to be running directly like where I'm going to there. You want to jump off like, you know, where it was facing to open the, you know, the box. Or else she's gonna most likely grab me. Also, if you notice I was taking my time there to escape, you want to do that, or she's gonna teleport in front of you here and block your way. Basically, the perfect timing is when she's you want to wait until she goes through that one of the doors in that room. When she gets to that door in the room where you grab the this here. that's when you want to leave that room if you wanted to not teleport in front of you. This is all a difficulty thing, by the way. When it comes to her chasing you, because of the difficulty we're on, she's a bit slower than Insanity. Insanity is like, she's way faster. Another thing I didn't even mention with this run is we're doing this in third person, which is like, if you want to get like an actual good time in this game, this is not what you want to be doing, but we're doing it anyway.
Experimental therapies.
Yes.
Mainly because I get a bit motion sickness in first person, and I just try to avoid it if I can. But I also just enjoy third person runs. So yeah, this part here, we're gonna do the aura farming shot here with Leon. The timing of doing that is basically just aim the gun. Once you see the guy's arm moving, like as he's coming towards you, yeah, you press the shoot button then. But yeah, we need to kill like all these zombies here, and that will activate the next set of zombies that are in the room here, locked by the door. And I believe you have about, like, I think you have 15 seconds before they break down the door after you kill the last zombie. I'm gonna dash, switch, yeah, use the last shot there, and then use the handgun. I didn't actually get the other zombie there as well. Nice crit there. I was trying to get the same like animation thing there where you insta kill. I believe if you want to get that insta kill with the handgun, the zombies do need to be on low health. Like, you know, if you, let's say you stagger them with one hit, the first shot, like, and their health was probably like more than halfway, you probably wouldn't be able to do it. It's also probably difficulty, depends on the difficulty as well.
That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good. Good. Can you find me the floor plan?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
So this is the end of Leon's gameplay here. We're going to be going back to Grace. Grace's big main gameplay segments here. So remember we have the bottle and the heal carry over from that last part, which should be surprising, but with the way like the Requiem carries over always at this point with one bullet. So yeah, we're gonna go right, get the West key card here. And you can see me open the inventory at the beginning there just to make sure the key card was, you know, obviously in the first slot. I'm gonna grab a empty coin there. We're gonna get 3 coins so we can get our backpack upgraded. Incoming here is the chef enemy. You can get a quick dodge on him here if you time this right. You want to run up to where I'm about to run here, aim and just stop for a bit, and just do a hard run. You can sometimes get hit there when you try to dodge him there, but I've noticed if you know, just when you get past them, you want to stick more, try and be going like hard left. I've noticed you'll tend to dodge him more. And that zombie I just dodged there as well, it's kind of copium, but I'm thinking that if he's not on the screen there and have the camera pointed up like there, it's gonna consistently make it so he'll do that, you know, that sort of whatever you want to call it. It's not like a grab, or it's like an escape grab, whatever you want to call it. I've noticed it's they've had that in a few games now. I think it's in like what, Ori 2, I think it's in Ori 2, 3, and 4 remake as well, where you can get that escape grab. And I think this is the game that has it the most, where it can happen the most frequently. Or at least it feels like that anyway. So we get the moon quartz here. And this box is right here for us. So you don't have to, we don't have to worry about that zombie. She doesn't attack you right away.
I hate this place. What if I can get out? Perfect fit. Yes, I need 2 more.
And yeah, we'll just go to the parlor room here.
Weird.
So I believe we'll be grabbing the pouch here, get the East Wing key card. No, I think we're getting the herb here as well. Yeah, this is a sort of an emergency herb for
I guess.
the East Wing here. There's a lot of pretty dangerous parts incoming. If it was going for like the most optimal time, you really don't want to pick up a herb until you're carrying Emily, because you can skip the the dialogue where, you know, you have to hold onto the door prompt or whatever. Yeah, like Grace like makes a comment when she picks up a herb for the first time, which totally skips that. So the route we're going for here is to grab the blood collector. There is actually a route where we don't even use this in a run, but it makes the for this run, it makes the basement more annoying to get through. So yeah, we're gonna get the analyzing thing here that will, so we can craft more the injector stuff. And grabbing all this here isn't too bad here, because there's actually a zombie here that we're baiting with the light zombie here. We're waiting for him anyway, so. So yeah, my strat for this part here is to purposely just take a grab. Also, I'm also trying to like bait them over here a bit more, because I want them a bit further away from me when we're going up here, because they're gonna follow me back up here. So while I'm waiting on the chunk enemy here. Let me grab the bracelet, go back here. So we're just gonna wait here now. So this is a bit of a dice roll with the enemies going up the stairs here. But yeah, they actually just went back now. Yeah, the time we want to go there is the second we see the chunk coming out from that side there, from the left side. There's a bit of a timing here, by the way. We need to be doing this if we want to. If I were to just go through this door right now, like straight away, the chunk would not be trying to break through this door that we just ran through. He would just not do it until we were running back here. So it's actually like a time save to get the blood there and then go into it, because he's still gonna be like going after us. You basically de-aggro him if you go in too early. And we're actually still waiting for him to go by again, so we're actually gonna go here and grab the scrap here, get another injector. You can see we're still waiting for him.
What the fuck does he mean, destiny?
So yeah, we get our second quartz here. Now we've 2 zombies in a way here. You can mostly just run by these zombies. Sometimes like, the zombie on the left here can grab you depending, because he's constantly like moving back and forth where he's standing. But even so, it's not too bad, because it, you know, whenever we're taking hits on this difficulty, we are lowering the difficulty adjustments. Which if I had to take a guess, it's probably going a bit high at this point with how much we're going through here. Also, if you want to do this, like, just run up to the chef there, doing that right away. You want to be spamming the interaction there. If you want to safely do that, by the way, you can just he's really blind when you crouch, so when you're he's usually going to always be standing when you're going by at that point, by the way. So if you're like worried about doing that timing there, just yeah, once you get to the corner, just crouch and just spam the interaction. The simple stuff here, you just do with the driver. And at this point as well in the run, we're thinking about our inventory, because there's a lot we're picking up.
Give me a fucking break.
I think right now we're just going to be barely, I think we're going to be full on the inventory right now once we grab the wrench here. Okay, so yeah, we can just go to the freezer now. In which, obviously, we killed the chef, so he won't be there. That zombie there can be a little bit troublesome depending on the timing, or I think if you stay to the wall on the right there as you're running down the stairs, if you're staying like hard right, you'll mostly avoid them. Run around just in time for us. Yeah, I definitely think it's worth getting this pouch, especially because we're getting the hanging ammo, which we're gonna need a good amount of hanging ammo for the Emily defense section, the isolation wards. We need in that section. You need to kill you need to kill at least 4 zombies, and I think we're gonna be needing it's usually gonna take probably about seven shots to kill each one. So here we need to get the level 2 bands, or level 3. No, it's level 2. But what I'm doing now is I'm activating Chunk. You want to walk to where I walked to activate Chunk, or else he's going to be blocking your way. So because I activated him there, he's going to be going to the door that's to the left here. You know, he's moving across while I'm here. So, and this is where we're going to use our Requiem shot, by the way. This guy doesn't have iframes at any point, so once you've like put them in, he's activated, and then take both of them out. Take a hit. Yeah, get the wristband. Grab this herb here. The quiet guy's usually here as well. He heard us when we were there before. It's usually pretty easy to get past him as well. But yeah, we have to go this way, or else obviously Chunk is just to our left here. So now, yeah, we just gotta get the level 3 wristband to get Emily. I'm gonna shoot that now because it most likely will drop a herb for us. And so on the way back here now, there's a little thing you can do to help the way back when you're... Because obviously we're going to be carrying Emily. You can't do anything to defend yourself. But what you can do is you can shoot these zombies. And the first zombie here with one of his arms gone, he's going to be the most dangerous one on the way back. So we're going to try and shoot him as quickly as we can, because we're actually on a bit of a timer with Chunk, or else he's going to be blocking our way. Yeah, if I can get rid of him, that will make the way back here so much easier. And there's something about aggroing these zombies where they won't be in our way on the way back as well. Yeah, I was taking a gamble here. I was like, maybe I could make it, but... Yep. The backup is to just... Yeah, go back here. Should be, should be easy enough getting back here.
What do you want me to read? There's some buttons with braille on them. Can you read them and then push the buttons in this order? Star.
So yeah, we have to be going the left way here, or Chunk is going to... He's always in a certain... He's in like a... I'm pretty sure it's a scripted spot when you're walking back here. Where, yeah, he'll always be getting... He'll always insta-kill you. Thankfully,
okay.
Once you're on danger at this point with carrying Emily, I don't think your speed decreases. It seems like we're pretty much the same speed.
You're we're close now.
Yeah, so that enemy there, once you start this defense, it makes all the enemies despawn. So we'll start the segment. I think we got a herb from the box here. So this part is it's both kill based and a timer, and I think you do save time if you do kill these zombies pretty quickly. The quicker you kill them, the quicker the segment will end. But regardless, you're still waiting on the timer after you've took out 4 of them. You do not need to kill the blister heads. There's always a scripted blister head that activates once you kill the 4th zombie. So we got rid of the 3 of them. The last guy's here now. Okay, so now some timer has activated now. So whatever, there will be a trigger that will happen on the door, which the trigger activates before Emily even talks. So that's something you gotta keep in mind. If you want to do this as quickly as possible, you can, yeah, you can click on the prompt way before Emily even says anything. In which we can also just avoid just completely ignore the blister head. But thankfully the blister heads are actually pretty easy to avoid here because we have the window. Like, if the blister head ends up walking here, we can just jump out the window and back in and bait him back and forth. See, I'm just literally spamming the input there to go through the door right away.
I thought that thing.
Okay, our first real, like, Leon gameplay segments.
FBI?
Yeah. Grace Ashcroft. Victor kidnapped
It's
her.
right into a boss fight.
Why?
Yeah, the chunk boss fight here. So you'll know there's a shotgun. This is where we get our shotgun here. So we're gonna go right here right away, and get some headshots in them. After the third headshot, you'll fall on the ground. Yep. So if you shoot here like as quickly as you can usually like shoot him 8 times with the handgun there before you know interact with the axe. So I'm trying to bait him here, so we'll do the charge, so he breaks that. And I'm hoping there will be RNG shocking him on the box here, but no, we got hanging ammo instead. So yeah, just another few shots here. If you're wondering about the damage with the hatchet here, it does do a good amount of damage. I think it's like nearly like 10% damage it does or something. So here I'm just trying to do what we can here. Yeah, get as many headshots just so we will eventually stagger again. After he stops trying to grab me. I think he's actually just dead here. Yeah. He would have died quicker if the game actually dropped more shotgun ammo in that box when we jumped off. But yeah, this was still pretty quick as well. All he's done, we'll open these. And we're going back here because he drops a grenade.
Sorry, but I'm not on the menu.
And thankfully that broke as well. This Leon segment is very short. You do that fight now. We're going right to the sort of the main like office or whatever it is, and then it's back to Grace in the basement. So you just ignore him. We're just gonna not do anything and just completely run through to where we need to go.
This place is
I'm actually gonna take out the singing lady here.
Office should be upstairs.
Cause she, if you run just past her, she like screams at you. I think it's just best to take her out instead of taking the damage from her. So this part here could be pretty annoying to get through, mainly because you're fighting a bunch of blister heads,
What a fucking shit.
and they have like insta grabs and insta dives and all that they do. Gonna wait for him here.
Every single time.
Yeah, take out this guy as well. He will drop his fire axe. Yeah, I think is it just these two left? Yeah, it's usually gonna take. You can't you can't knock them down in 2 shots. I've seen it happen. I've seen it where it takes 3 shots to knock them down, so you can get the insta kill. Good parry there.
That's my cardio for the week.
Leon and his one-liners. Yeah, so the basement segment here, this is gonna be one of the scariest parts of the game, especially if you're doing a run like this where I'm trying to do all in one go.
Why is this under the
Now,
hospital?
what makes this a lot easier is to have 4 of the injectors. I think we have 4 of them. See, the first thing we're gonna do is go to the inventory box and set away the bracelet. We don't need that anymore. Yeah. So if you want to know what enemies to inject out here, get rid of him. You can ignore that guy right in front of us there.
That's too effective.
I'm pretty sure he's never trouble.
You can do this.
Yeah, the enemies we're getting rid of is also the ones you definitely want to get rid of in insanity difficulty as well. It makes this part way easier. So at this point, you can either go here or go to the right side there, you know, where where you're grabbing the other plug, I guess. Yeah, so we're grabbing the wrench here and a bottle. And she's gonna spawn in here. She doesn't attack her right away. She's scripted to grab the body and eat it. But if you stay close to her like this, it'll activate her. And yeah, we got some, that's some good RNG, because she will either come after you right away, or she'll like growl at you first and then come for you, which is a bit of a time loss, because obviously she's standing at the exit, so you gotta wait for her. And she's gonna pop down here when you're jumping up here, but on this difficulty, you can just run past. I'm pretty sure on insanity, she'll always grab you here. Yeah, she'll get hit by the light there if she's following it. And yeah, we're gonna get rid of this body as well. This guy will wake up on the way back here if you don't take him out now. After you grab this plug. We can also just run up to this guy. This guy doesn't like attack you or anything right away. You can just run up and inject him. Yeah, get the bottle, do the plug. There's another guy. This guy will be like, he won't be attacking you right away. when you come back here in a bit, after we get the other, after we get the forklift key or whatever it is. Yeah. Actually, forgot to grab the other plug here. The way I noticed this because I noticed there wasn't a zombie here. So it's kind of funny the zombie spawns here once you've got both plugs. I have to say, I actually really enjoy this basement segment. I'm not usually the biggest fan of these segments in previous games where you're going into these sort of sewer levels with the level design. It depends on what it is now, but I personally thought they actually did a really good job with this part.
The smell.
See, I think we're just grabbing this and leaving. Yeah. There wasn't actually another pouch and all we could have gotten, but we don't need it. So this zombie's still here. We are going to just shoot him and stagger him. And it's a... If I was doing the other strat where we don't bring all the injectors, basically I'd be just bringing more handgun ammo and staggering, you know, all the zombies with the handgun shots, which is a big pain, to be honest. But anyway, for this part, we're gonna throw a bottle to Bates Marie here. I think, did we get a bad... Yeah, I threw the bottle in the bad spot here, look. I was hoping she'd be more to the right here. Which, if I really think of it, like, all this is doing for me is lowering the DA. Like, taking a big bite, like, if you take, like, a big amount of damage, like what she would do, it will lower the DA for us, the difficulty adjustments, more than, like, you know, a zombie grab. Or a regular hit. Zombie can be a pain here. Make this part very annoying to do. Especially these guys here. There is actually a way to do this part where you can like time like moving this like right away. You can go through without ever going back here. But I haven't, literally haven't like practiced that at all. Yeah, so the meat grinder segment here. Pretty straightforward segment here. You know, shoot the zombies when they're getting up and just push them, stagger them. Which if you want to do it optimally, you want to memorize which of them wake up, which you can easily tell because the ones that don't wake up, they have no hitbox or anything, so. is also a part of the game that I really like. I thought it was really cool to do. As much fucked up this is to have, you know, in a basement of a care center, to have this here. I would imagine I'm not helping myself with all these headshots and all that. Yeah, the game is, you know, the more headshots I'm landing and all that, the harder the game's getting. The stronger the enemy's bites and all will be.
It stopped. It finally stopped. Thank God. The last one.
Which thankfully it's not as bad as Insanity. Like all the zombies like mostly one hit kill you. Unless you have the charm. Got a nice The Evil Within reference here.
Oh, I got in my mouth.
Yeah, this guy here will always turn into a blister head. But you can see he instantly turns into a blister head here, which is kind of surprising. There's something that happens in the game right now once you've gotten to this point, in which literally in the script of the game, you can't even like like, let's say you were able to glitch the game in some way to grab all the plugs. Like before, like you do all the meat grinder and all that, you can't even like progress the game. You actually need to you need to complete the meat grinder and go down the blood slide there into the blood pool, or else the game will not progress when you put the plugs in here. So here we got the plugs, and this is another thing that the game is like in a scripted state. If you remember, we had a blister head not too long ago there. That's all. They despawn. So there's like, let's say there was enemies there when we were running back with the plugs, and we, you know, they'll all be despawned. There's a scripted set of enemies here now. Yeah, by the way, if you're wondering about the QTEs here, you want to set, if you want to do it as quickly as possible, you want to set it to tapping instead of holding.
Hey, Emily, do you maybe want to...
If you don't care about like time-wise and you just want to hold or whatever, you can set that too. I personally wish it was, or it didn't matter, because I'd much rather not have to tap.
Okay. Finally. We made it. We did it. Emily?
If you didn't know, in the
You alright?
in the water there's actually another makeshift knife you could grab there.
I don't know.
If you're out of them at this point, you want to hold on to them as a defense knife or whatever. I would grab that if I didn't have any at the moment, but I was able to save one.
Please. Just let it be in here. What?
I remember the first playthrough of this game and doing these segments was like, it was very jarring to do. I was like wondering like what the heck is going on, and like the whole like, I remember before the game came out I was wondering like why specifically is Grace collecting, you know, blood and all that. Why is blood such a big thing in the game?
What the hell?
Now it's making a lot more sense. So here you can get a full heal med injector. So the escape sequence here. So this part here you can just run through. If you're just running through here the whole time, you can mostly get away at the beginning here without getting grabbed. You always get staggered there, so watch out for that. And at this point here, I'm gonna, this guy you want to shoot and purposely get grabbed by him. This zombie does the least amount of damage to you. If any damage really. I don't even know if he actually does damage to you. I imagine he does, but the animation is slower than getting grabbed by the other zombies, and it's definitely less damage as well. So but even if you do get a grab from another zombie like before that, I still tried to purposely get grabbed by him. Hey, we have a third person advantage here. You actually run faster in this part in third person. So yeah, finally we have a win.
Why does this shit keep happening?
So yeah, we'll make our way back to the helicopter. I'm gonna run hard right here. There's a zombie to our right.
Okay.
I don't want that guy to get me there. And there's also a herb we can grab. And we are back to Leon again. This is actually also something I actually really enjoyed. I thought it was a really good idea. What they did with this game was the back and forth between Grace and Leon's gameplay.
Yeah, found some files on Victor's computer. She's connected to this somehow.
Is she okay?
No, but I've got
So yeah, this sniper section here, where there's not really too much you can do in this part, other than obviously just, you know, sniping the zombies to to save Emily and Grace. From what I've seen, this part is very weird when it comes to doing it optimally. It's kind of a thing where you don't want to be killing the zombies too fast if you want to save like the most amount of time. Still, I don't know how it all fully works. Here you can actually, this is where the chef is starting out for the way, trying to headshot him. I think it's 2 headshots on this difficulty to take him out. Oh, he's on the way now. Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, all right, YOLO it. Just get shots in. Shoot him as much as we can, because it's probably only gonna be like 1 hit now. Yeah, there we go. I think that's everything now.
All right. Excuse me.
So this chapel fight here is pretty scary to do. I'm gonna shoot this guy just to stagger him so we can get around them. And then I'm gonna try shoot the guy's weak spot in the back there, just because it's probably gonna be the most annoying one to get. Go. Once I do that, I'm gonna go here. He should be like coming our way here. Oh, we kicked the back there. Nice, nice frickin' instant attack from the blister head. I was actually shocked I still got the kick there, by the way. I was also surprised I wasn't able to whoop that spot there. It seems to be once you've gotten rid of so many of his weak points, that will yeah, the stairs area will block up. So I'm just gonna wait for him here. It's funny, there was still actually I think there was still 2 other axes I could have picked up nearby him there as well. Yeah, there was like other ones here. We gotta wait a bit of time here before the segment ends.
There's got to be a way to get to the surface.
So then coming here, we have Grace's like real only actual boss fight. This is actually something I was actually disappointed with, was that there wasn't another boss fight for her.
I'm sorry, I know it hurts.
I really feel like they easily could have added another fight for her in the labs in the Ark. at the end, especially because she starts to feel more confident by that point. I feel like they definitely could have done something. So if you didn't know, there's a bunch of, we get like, I think you can get like 7 Requiem rounds at this point. And these rounds actually do carry over to Leon because Grace gives the gun to him after this. So
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance.
if I'm able to, I'm gonna try to save like the rounds if I can, and I think I can have, if I do this optimally, where I get like the best RNG that I want, I can have 6 Requiem rounds. But to start this off, we're gonna run here, and yeah, once you get to here, we're gonna wait for her. We want her to come through here, just to get optimal timing here. You'll know that she does this scripted grab thing, but if you wait for her, she won't. Yeah, if you done this, you're probably wondering why she didn't do the thing where she grabs it and throws it, whatever. She only does that if you know, if you didn't wait for her. Yeah, and at this point here, I think she's gonna do the thing. If you hear her right now, yeah, if you hear her right now, turn around and face here, or else she's gonna break down these barrels here right beside us, and you have to shoot her. Which I don't even think I had to stop that much there. Like I think you just want to turn around and stop for like a second or two, and that's it. Yeah, we definitely have to shoot her there. I think I probably actually should have just purposely taken a hit there from her, to be honest, like to save a Requiem round and have it for Leon. Especially because I would say I should do that in the future if I have like a bunch of heals. Yeah, she'll always pop up there no matter what you've done.
Power has been successfully restored.
I think there is a better way of doing this part where she won't be in my way there when I was running to this part.
I need to hurry.
Also, if you didn't know, there's a heal here behind this light switch. Another med injector.
We're getting out of here.
Yeah, we're just gonna open up the lights here. This is a nice Resident Evil 0 reference. See, if you shoot her twice here with just the handgun, that will end that part quicker.
Finally.
There's also you can do this part quicker here as well, where Leon's shooting Emily. You can see she has like her vitals, if you want to say that, her weak spot there in the middle, little red spot. Yeah, if you shoot that enough, you'll end that way quicker than if you're just like shooting around. So yeah, now we're done with all the care center area. Now we're on to Raccoon City. And yeah, right away we're going into a boss fight with a giant spider, which I'm going to be wasting all the Requiem rounds on.
It's like time stopped here.
If not for Umbrella, it could have just been a normal city.
Yeah. Now it's nothing but ash and memories.
So there's a med injector there. There's shotgun ammo here as well. So if you didn't know, the whole time when you're running away from the spider here, you can actually do damage to him. Now you can't like actually kill him here, but yeah, we'll carry over into the actual fight. So I'll do 2 shotgun shots there, 1 sniper shot, and then as we're running back here, I'll now be walking back as we're going back here. I'm purposely taking a hit there. That'll keep him here a bit longer before this scene happens. I can get like an extra shot there.
All right. Now what?
A bunch of spiders here. We're gonna shoot this one, specifically shoot, yeah, that one, and then these, yeah, that one just ahead there. You can parry this, the way the spider's jumping into us here. And then reload the, yeah, so the spider's gonna pop up here once we enter this room, so we're getting ready for that. I'm gonna reload the shotgun and stand here.
Best you know that.
So there's 2 ways in this opening. I could go behind the spider here and shoot him, but I'm gonna, yeah, go here and shoot him in the face here. To be honest, I'm not even sure if that like 3rd shot there actually landed, but the shot with Requiem actually does have a big radius. So I'm just trying to shoot him as much as possible. The spider will spawn in like depending where you're at, so I know because I'm here at this moment he's gonna be coming down this wall here. I'm gonna shoot once, he's gonna climb up here. Spider should be coming down here. You'll either like turn its back to us here to shoot out these little spiders, or it'll be coming, yeah, towards us like that. More stagger. A few more shots. This should finish off the fight here. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad of a fight. I would have liked to be able to stagger the spider at the beginning, rather, because I think it took like 4 shots to stagger him. You know, I would have liked to get a couple of more shots off and shoot its weak spot with the Requiem. I was only able to get like 1 shot with the Requiem on the weak spot, but shoot him in the face is also good as well. So yeah, I consider these segments here some of the worst in the game, especially the Mortar section. Probably the most like inconsistent part of the game. So in order to progress the game, we need to click on the writing and then click on the supply box. So if you didn't know about the supply box, the med injectors that you can buy from them and the ammo, they regen after certain points in the game. So I'll actually be taking advantage of that a couple of times. So you can actually just shoot those 2 things down and just run through everything here. Thankfully, that's a very straightforward segment there if you just want to run through.
Bad news, Sherry. This place is overrun with zombies.
What? That's impossible. They should have all been wiped out by the missile.
Yeah, they should have. There should be a part for the detonator somewhere around here.
So we got like a scripted thing where we're scoping out the area here.
Found the distributor. 2 more parts and I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
Another BSAA camp. It should have a signal receiver. Relays over there, huh? That should be a fun trip. Got the location for those parts. Going to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
Yeah, so we want a certain amount of hand grenades at this point because we want to craft a few of the stacked grenades. They're very important for segments incoming. I'm also gonna stealth kill this guy. This guy actually gives you a good amount of points. He gives you points for killing him, and he gives you a thing to pick up here. We're gonna be collecting points so I can. We're gonna be selling the shotgun I have coming up in a bit. And getting the tac shotgun. The tac shotgun is very overpowered. You can even get the Kendo shotgun as well. They're both really good. So for this, we need to take out these 2 zombies, or they're gonna attack me when I'm on the wheel. I want to be trying to be a bit optimal here because I need more of these sniper rounds. A little bit slow, but I'll take it. Thankfully, this is pretty easy. We can wind this to just about. Yeah, about here. This is when you want to let go, and then once it does that attack there, you want to go back onto it now. If you get attacked there, you just want to heal and go back onto it. She won't attack you for a good amount of seconds. Yeah, that's RNG if she does that, by the way. I'm getting ready to see if she's going to do that to parry her. From what I've seen, most of the time at that point, she won't attack you there. I've never, in all the attempts that I've done of this run, I never had her fully, like, completely, lock me out of doing that. So. There's 2 different ways you can go here. I like to go this way. I feel like it's safer. I tried going the left way there before, and I got wrecked on the way, so you want to shoot that zombie there with the weapon. You'll usually stagger the other guy and then grab the machine gun here. The use of the machine gun for what we're doing is mostly we're going to be. I think I'm going to be using all of it with the all of it and its ammo for the chainsaw zombie at the garage segment incoming. And then we're going to be selling it. So yeah, we're gonna be going to the garage here, but before we go there, we're gonna take a bit of a detour and go over here. You can get 2 Requiem rounds here. Yeah, the zombie at the with the chainsaw, not the one that we can pick up, the one they actually fight after you've killed all the zombies. He's actually very tanky, so
The guy at the end, white suit.
I would like to save all the rounds that we have, and if you just do the fight like with your chainsaw, it takes years to get through it.
The database is coming up empty.
So there are ghosts involved with Opus too.
This part here and the mortar section probably gave me the biggest problems with this run. Even though I don't even consider this part really that difficult. You just get trolled on certain timings. Either like I'll just walk into the fire by accident, whatever, and then a zombie grabs me, and then yeah, it's just like an insta kill basically. So we'll start off, headshot this guy as well. Gonna grab the chainsaw. But you might think it's a bad idea because there's a guy right out here with the red barrel, but we're just gonna run to the left here to avoid that. I like to do that because I can just go around here and then just chainsaw the enemies here. The one thing I've noticed with using the chainsaw here with these enemies is usually around the 3rd zombie that you attack, this animation always happens, which is kind of annoying to be honest. Overall, it's probably quicker just to be like headshotting them with the sniper, but geez, I feel like saving the ammo. I hate that grab, by the way. That's the worst thing in the game. Try and speed this up as much as we can. I hate it. Also, look at that zombie in the background. What the hell is he doing? Like, why is he just like waiting for us to kill this guy and like now he's coming for us? Alright. Gonna wait for the reticle to close in so we can do more damage with the Requiem. Let's unload all the ammo. I think if I land all the machine gun shots, and then it should just end the fight right there. I think I should be doing 1 shotgun shot as well, because yeah, that didn't end the fight yet, so yeah, I would say this fight was quick enough. Yeah, if we thought that part was annoying, we're about to... Yeah, that was nothing compared to what's gonna happen now, because we're on our way to the mortar section. So, and it's not even only the mortar section; it's what's even leading up to it as well. There's even more zombies with machine guns, and yeah, that's actually more what I'm worried about, because I want to be avoiding taking as much hits as possible and using up heals. Like, I would like to save like all the heals I have right now for the mortar section, just to brute force through it. So there's like a BSAA crate there. It's actually a strap that we want to do here to open it after we run through here. On the way back here, there could be two zombies blocking your way right there where it just was where we used the crank there to get to the mortar section. But I noticed if you go here right now and grab this crank, I'm just waiting until we get through here. Yeah, once you do this and then you go here, also we just got shot there. Yeah, and then like grab all this. This is like baiting the zombies to here. Yeah, just got the machine gun again. And here we are getting shot again. Wasting all my heals on me. But yeah, like I said, if you open that box at that point after you grab the crank, this part will be, this slot will be empty, so you can just get a free run through. This is just something I noticed randomly because I remember there was one zombie blocking the way, and then behind them there was a zombie with machine gun. So
one of the parts should be just up here.
see, my thinking at the beginning here was like maybe I should pre-shoot this mortar guy, but I actually made a tiny mistake here. What I should have done was I should have walked forward more, so that zombie would have killed this zombie here for me. We're gonna go in here because there's a med injector here. And there's gonna be two zombies in our way as well here. And there's also the RNG possibility of getting mortared. So if you time this right there, you can actually parry that zombie there. And at this point, if you notice, like I'm running sort of hard left here, you don't really be standing like in the middle of that spot where you're running to that stairs, because that's where the mortar's gonna land most likely. And here, I like to throw a stacked grenade there. That will get rid of two of the zombies here, or at least maybe that's only the one. Yeah, it'll kill that zombie. Plus, you get 3,000 points off him. Yeah. So here we're just hoping for the best. Shoot that crate. I don't even think I had another heal on me at this point. We just haven't wasted them all. It would have been nice if I didn't get shot beforehand. That guy going up the stairs. You know, before the mortar part. I wasted like two like full heals, near full heals. This is a bit of a longer route to go back here, but the reason I go here is because you get another stacked grenade here. I think it's worth going here on the way back, because we're jumping down here anyway, so yeah, at this point here, when we first arrived here, I mentioned about the supply box for Leon. You know, the game will, like, if you whenever you progress to a certain part of the game, so once we get to the RPD and all that, the game will then sell another set of like ammo and all that. So at this point here, or up until this point, you want to buy all the ammo and heals, because it'll automatically regenerate them once you get to the RPD. Here I'm selling the shotgun. Yeah, buying the ammo, the heal and all that. Case upgrades. The reason why I'm getting all this now is because I'm gonna use this shotgun on the enemies on the elevator. And I'm also not gonna reload the shotgun because you can also restock the ammo in this game if you buy the reload speed, which also increases the capacity. I think it's the reload speed. It's either like the reload speed, but it also increases your capacity of your ammo, which also regens the ammo. So I'll be doing that just before we fight Mr. X.
All right, I can use that.
I think I should be using my heal here, which I definitely want to do right away, because once I use this, I'll have no heals on me, which then the game... If you have no heals in your inventory, the game will start dropping heals for you then. This is always the same if you're wondering. It's always the right one that goes down first here. So here we're going to drop here and we're going to hatchet these two there. Just run over here, stand in here, and then shoot this twice. That'll make that fall down. There's always enemies here that can explode, so I'm like just getting ready to shoot them there. Oh, we actually took a hit here.
Okay, let's find those detonator parts. Picked up the relay.
Great job. Now to get through that gate.
Yeah, just gotta figure out how to get down from here first.
This running up segment is pretty straightforward. We can literally just run through it as long as you're running the whole time. You really don't want to stop here at all. You want to get through here mostly safely. So here we're gonna shoot this down. I believe this is the quickest way of getting up here, is to shoot this down and go and jump up here. There is another way you can go up. That feels like the fastest way.
Now for the other side.
We can get a large gunpowder there. We're getting that so we can craft some shotgun ammo. Another part we can just run through. You get like you can, yeah. We got not even like a full grab, just you know. Kind of mind that you do take damage from that, from most of the grabs in the game like that actually. Yeah, you can just run by him as well. So here we have this elevator segment. If you didn't know, you can actually cheese this part where if you switch to first person view, you can just literally look up and the enemies won't attack you. But there will be one blister head that will spawn in, and he does attack you. Which it's not too bad, because like you can just like shoot him really quick, and then you're probably gonna end up taking a grab or something from another zombie. But I think it's still worth to do if you're wanting to do that. But for this run, I didn't really want to do a cheese like that. I just want to do it like sort of normally. I'm also doing this for points as well. I'm actually surprised how easy it is to miss those shots. I keep thinking, like, no, I'm aiming at a perfect spot. Yeah, this blister head. It's gonna take. Yeah, thankfully, he bumps off the thing there. Yeah, we're just trying to kill time here at this point. The cutscene should be happening any second here. Would have been nice if it was like lasting another like 3 seconds. Probably would have gotten like 2 kills there maybe. But this part here you can just run by. Don't need to fight the enemies here. And yeah, we're done with East Raccoon City.
That took longer than planned. Luckily, I found a bike. Should make up for lost time.
Great. You'll need it. It's 15.
Thankfully, the bike segment here is very straightforward and mostly scripted. The main thing you want to worry about is shooting the dogs, obviously. I've actually no idea if it's even possible to die here by crashing the bike, like if you don't move or anything.
Alright, should make it there in no time.
Good to hear. How are the roads? Leon?
Just a few.
Like it really does feel they did this part very weird. It's like you can control the bike, but it also feels like you're being, you know, you're being like carried as well. You're being guided. So we're really killing these dogs for points as well. At certain points, you do want to be shooting at Victor here, just because he can't shoot you with a rocket launcher, but I don't think so. He does it here. You also get some sort of prompt on Victor, like when he's about to shoot a rocket, which I believe that's also how you get the achievement as well. The road rage achievement.
So much for the direct route. Seriously. I don't give up that easy.
Yeah, making our way to the RPD here. Very straightforward. We're literally, this is just a segment you run through. There's not like too much you can pick up here.
Can't believe it's still standing.
In the RPD ammo wise. By the way, this is also when the supply box will be. There will be like a new set of ammo and all that up until you get to the Ark. Yeah, the next time the heals and all regenerate is when you enter the Ark. So
rest easy, officer.
if you're wanting to get the optimal amount of ammo and all that, make sure you're buying them before you get to there. There is some shotgun ammo you can get. Just sort of, if you go upstairs in the library here and jump over the bookcase and exit through there, there's shotgun ammo there you can get. And incoming here is the worst part of the game. The infamous Orphanage.
You need to understand.
Probably the biggest disappointment of this game. Very, like, jarring and creepy part, like, story-wise, and doing it for the first time, but... Man, going through the game, second playthrough, and if you're just trying to get the plat and all that for the game, oh...
What was that?
It's certainly a part of all time. If you didn't know, this game is directed by the director of Resident Evil 7, so... He was also the director of Revelations 1. So it's not surprising this is a segment in the game. He likes these scripted, you know, on rails hiding segments. Reminds me of the one in Resident Evil 7, the Mia tape, where she's hiding from Marguerite in her Marguerite's like house, whatever it is. But yeah, we're literally stuck here for a whole 2 minutes. You can't do anything here for a good 2 minutes. There's a whole thing with this orphanage segment with speedrunning. They've actually allowed in speedruns where you can actually use a mod to that skips this entirely, which is pretty funny. So like in the most people that are running the game, they're using an intro mod, you know, where they're starting the game where you're playing as Grace at the girl. And you're starting the game there, and then it also skips this entire segment, which cuts off probably about 15 plus minutes of the game. I believe this segment takes about like 10 to 11 minutes to get through altogether, if you're even like when you're skipping everything. Yeah, in short, all they needed to do was just make this part a tape segment like in Resident Evil 7. Which is surprising. They already solved the problem of this in Resident Evil 7. If you remember the happy birthday tape in RE7, you know, where you're playing as Clancy and you're seeing how to do the puzzle. Lucas's puzzle. It's literally a tape that you can watch and you can entirely skip it on repeat playthroughs. And it's funny because Grace is actually watching a recording of this part happening. So yeah, like it would have been like it would have been, you know, exactly the right thing to do. Which I'm surprised they didn't do that or have somebody say like, hey, this is what we should be doing for replay value. Yeah, so this part's kind of weird. You want to run up to the children there. They won't see you like right away when you're going up there, and then go back and just go out the door and then run back and they'll be gone. I've seen people say they had problems with them not despawning there. I've personally never had that happen. Thankfully, we have a bit of a skip here that we can do to save a bit of time. There's yet another usual waiting segment you gotta do here. But thankfully, if you do this, what we're about to do here, once she jumps down here, just run here and go behind her. Which I even messed up there and we still got away with this. I actually did have this kid grab me here, but I think... See the way I'm like not moving at all here? I think that's what you want to do here. I think if you just stay still the whole time there, they won't come after you as quickly. You can see the kid was trying to go for me there, but once you've actually clicked on the prompt, you're completely invulnerable.
Please just be a bad dream.
But I remember timing that last hiding segment there, and I believe that's another hiding segment that takes like 1 minute and 20 seconds or something like that. Which is a lot for segments like this. For now, I'm gonna try keep to not using the mods to skip this part for now. Maybe that'll change in the future. But for now, I'm gonna do full game runs. Also, this door is weird here. That umbrella door opening. You gotta be standing at a certain spot there for it to open. Is it over yet? That's basically like, guys, every time I do this part, I'm always zoning out at this point. I'm always like, yeah, okay, can we finish this part now?
What's wrong with them? What is this place?
Okay, so yeah, we're back to Leon here. We just have been reintroduced to Mr. X.
I just sent you the coordinates.
I don't have time to deal with this.
So just run away. Even though he's gonna be like right here, you can actually just run through here. So you can't actually like fight Mr. X here. You can down him or whatever, but it doesn't do anything. He doesn't drop on everything, so it's completely pointless. And so if you just run to here, it's like a little bit of a safety spot. And there's a little funny thing here. You're gonna see Leon get staggered and then fall over, but if you notice, he does not take damage here. And the reason I'm doing that is because Mr. X always ends up in a weird spot there for some reason, where we can just run through them. I think that's the quickest way of doing that if you're playing in third person. In first person, you can actually just run through.
Important.
I guess there's just something with collisions and so on in first person.
It hasn't changed.
So we're actually gonna go grab Kendo's shotgun here and just sell it. Grab all the ammo and all that here. Yeah, sell that. Plus the sniper, machine gun ammo. Obviously, we don't have the machine gun anymore, so get the marksman sniper, get the other ammo here. Reminder that this ammo will regen now once we get to the arc. So you get the damage up to all the way. We're gonna reload the ammo as well. I think it was like looking at the how much it costs for to get that hatchet. I want to get that hatchet up as well, but we're gonna do that later. We'll get the full damage up with the shotgun and the sniper for Mr. X here. If I play this differently, you can actually mostly just like shoot into Mr. X, and if you get enough shots into him, especially you want to be mostly going for shooting his weak spot in his chest. I wasn't doing the best job of shooting his weak spot. Here. Yeah, even though this is not even insanity, he's still a tanky boy. Somehow I actually took damage from that. So yeah, we're just gonna lay into him here until he dies. Should be just dead here. Yeah, I missed too many shotgun shots there in that fight.
I'll stop you as many times as I have to.
I missed too many shots with the shotgun, and I didn't hit enough of his weak point. I definitely didn't need to use that many sniper rounds in him. Well, we still have a frick ton left over.
Made it. I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Grizz.
Understood.
We can get some sniper ammo here. So I'm taking off the scope here. I think it's just it just feels way easier to shoot without the scope in this game. Depends on the segment now, but yeah. Like there really isn't too many like segments where things are like really far away. That's the thing, especially from now on. I feel like it's mostly the east segments of Raccoon City. That's when, like, you know, it's best to have a sniper with the scope.
I guess this is my stop.
That's just me though. Plus, I'm mostly just thinking of like the boss fights and all that, or yeah.
BSAA left something behind. It just keeps going. Finally reached the bottom. This is one very deep hole.
So here we have all of Plant 43's, all the buds. Won't be trying to shoot them all. We're just going to shoot as much as we can here.
This fire's really evident for me.
Yeah, you want to... The ones that are lying on the ground here, these plants, you want to get close to them so they open up, so you'll actually do more damage to them. You don't actually have to shoot at all of them, you just want to shoot the ones on the left. Except the force one, that, of course. The force one you definitely want to shoot, and then you'll get through this like quicker. So this fight is all about just like memorizing the timing of everything here. Like, you want to know that timing there, like when the plant is opening its mouth and it screams. You might think it's going to come after you like right away, but it's actually building up to it, so you can actually shoot more. And I'm pretty sure the tentacles don't attack you when that's happening, by the way. You can see like it's building up. It was building up the charge attack there. Yeah, so now I'm just waiting for those two attacks. Yeah, I feel like this fight is the most difficult when you don't know the fight, or you're doing it for like literally the first couple of times and you haven't memorized anything. But just from doing this fight a lot, you'll learn like the timings of the attacks, and it just becomes way easier. Like I was actually having a hard time with this fight. I remember on the second playthrough, I think it was. I remember I was having a rough time with it.
This must be it.
And then I started getting used to the attacks, and it just became way easier to deal with. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward fight. So yeah, here we are, the final sections of the game, the arc sections. At the beginning, we're going to be fighting a lot of the umbrella forces and so on. I think for the rest of the game, there's going to be 2 points now where the health will regen. The first one is here. This is where we can buy another heal, and then once we're back as Leon again after we do the final Grace segment. Yeah, there will be another Leon regen as well. I think there's actually technically another health regen, but it only happens if you die on the final fight. When you die to Victor in the final fight, on the restart screen it'll say, like, you know, go to the supply box. And I think the game actually regens another heal there, so if you didn't know that. You can purposely die, and yeah.
Feeling I'm not
By the way, I'm gonna
wanted
throw a grenade at a certain timing here. Once you run past the first barricade that you'd probably usually hide behind, if you throw a heavy grenade there, you'll kill all 3 of them. And once we get to here, we're gonna crouch and aim about here, a bit high up, but not too high up. And then the guy on the left, he usually is the one to survive here after that. If you throw this right, you can kill all 3 of them. I actually don't even think I've actually had all 3 of them die with 1 grenade here at all. So I'm trying to see if there's any of them alive. And so here I'm gonna try and take out the first 2 guys here. And then after that, I'm gonna bring the liquor out. If you didn't know, the liquor will aggro all the enemies, so while that's happening, you can actually just back off. I guess it's the timing, but regardless, like this guy is the most he's the most passive out of them all. He always he doesn't actually like shoot you or attack you. He's always going for you with the shields. Well, the liquor is just taking out the rest of them for me. And thankfully, you don't even have to fight the liquor to leave the area. So
Here at Ark, your movement
now, optimally, you don't even want to bother. You can literally kill the enemies as they're jumping down if you're more better at the game, which I haven't even like practiced too much. Yeah, the Hunk fight, I won't be doing the Chia strat because that requires you to reload, which we're doing this whole run in one go. So the general strat for this fight is just wait for him to attack and parry. That's the best way of doing this fight, in which doesn't always work because there's certain times you just can't parry, which I guess that's mostly actually like he'll attack you when you've just done an attack and there's not enough time in between that for you to parry, and you just have to take the hit regardless. But anyway, he's almost dead here anyway.
Get a little handsy, are we?
Yeah.
Make no mistake. Nothing will stand in my way. I'll complete this mission.
Okay, another parry kick, and this should be the end of the fight here as well. And keep in mind, highly recommend upgrading the hatchet all the way. We have the damage up all the way in this, and it makes it way easier to get through. But by the way, the box to our left right now, I'm pretty sure it always has a med injector in it. Also, you want to make sure to get his mortal edge.
One tough bastard.
Coming from you, that's quite the compliment.
Feels like it's been a good while before we've played as Grace. I have to say, I don't know how you guys feel about Grace's segments from here, but I was actually kind of disappointed with Grace's segments here. She really feels like, nah. I guess gameplay-wise, not as important anymore. Obviously, she's really important in those final cutscene segments there with Zeno.
There's no getting back up.
But like, I was getting sort of a Ori 4 Ashley vibe with her at this point. Which I guess is kind of funny to say that since we're going to be running through like liquors and all that, but yeah. Like, just comparing this to going through the care center, you know? She was doing so much in the care center. I just really wanted Grace to have a boss fight at this part of the game.
Warning. Threat level.
I think if they did that, I wouldn't have had any complaints then.
Critical error. Containment lockdown failure.
So yeah, this part here, we're gonna shoot here to get the liquor's attention. And I grabbed his makeshift knife there, just in case we get grabbed. Like here. So yeah, we can use the acid in those guys. Is this a zombie gonna get me here? We got around them. I've usually had that zombie grab me there.
All right, Leon. Be careful. I need to get going too.
Would have been nice to actually use that knife for now, because there's actually a lot of enemies in the way back here. But I do have a decent amount of heals on me. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to use Molotovs here. You can like get sort of an AoE off these guys. You get like a stagger on them. I'm just gonna go around this way for safety. See, our objective at this point is to get that red orb, and then there's another one we gotta get.
Threat level red in storage sector. Rebooting AI control center. Noah.
Oh no.
I believe this part is usually way easier than the segments we just did. Yeah, we go here. I think if we go around the left side of this guy, it's usually more consistent to dodge him. This guy as well, you can just ignore him like that. And even if we've taken more hits here, there's another heal we can grab here as well.
Noah. Reboot failure. No response. Containment protocol inactive.
Yeah, this part's pretty chill for Grace.
Inactive.
For Leon, it's way more aggressive, even on this difficulty. Like obviously it's the worst on Insanity, but yeah, even with this difficulty, it's pretty tough. I'm mostly talking speedrun wise, by the way, because you're obviously trying to get through as quickly as possible, which means there's going to be groups of the lickers together. If I wanted to be 100% safe, I could have just used another acid thing there, but you're usually safe to just put these in and run through.
Containment breach. System
Yeah, we
wide
get a
surveillance
Requiem round there.
detected.
Yeah, if I wanted optimal time, I really should actually just be ignoring these guys. The main reason I'm killing these guys is because of the save room right there, and there's
Oh, shit. You gotta be
the
kidding
heal
me.
and ammo is regen, so and they can like prevent you from interacting with the supply box. They can actually come into here. I've had the zombies actually come into here like on me, so it's a good point to get the body armor here, even if it's only the level 1.
This must be the room. I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can.
So yeah, this liquor segment here is mostly YOLO. We're gonna run through. And once we get to the thing here, once we just as we're gonna turn the switch, we're gonna go here with this. Yeah, here it's big RNG fest here. I was literally getting, I knew I was going to take a hit there. I was like, alright, I'm just going to get ready to heal. Capcom were such troll for making it so that this can Leon can randomly have that happen during combat, especially this part here, which actually I don't think I've actually had it happen during this combat part. No, I'm actually thinking of it.
Detected. Elevator shutdown in effect. Override key authorization required.
Yeah, I messed up with these barrels here. I was intending for these liquors to be a bit closer here. I probably actually should have just thrown the barrel there at that point when they were coming for me initially. Yeah, that barrel should have like at least killed 2 of those liquors there, but yeah, I think overall they probably only killed like 1 liquor with both the barrels. It was really bad. I should be like literally should be able to get rid of most of them with the 2 barrels. My intention is to have like only 1 alive after using all the barrels, and then using like 2 shots to finish off. And I think we used like, I feel like I used like 5 or 6 extra shotgun rounds.
Functionality offline.
which I want to save for the Victor fight.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
At this point, I'm like just trying to save ammo. So I'm like, alright, let's just use the handgun, even though it's shitty and slow. And of course, the using the pipe there just didn't work.
The elevator will arrive shortly. The elevator has arrived.
Okay, so yeah, we're almost there. I want to make sure I definitely full heal because our next combat is against Victor, and he could possibly just like kill me like very soon into the fight.
Almost there, Sherry.
Another thing I should have done was repair the hatchet as well, which is not too bad. If it does break during the fight, I can also just switch to Hunk's weapon as well. But yeah, for the Gideon fight here, we have the 3 Requiem rounds, which will help a lot. We want to try and make him enter, I guess you would say it's phase 2. Well, basically, phase 2 is like when he starts like buffing up all the blue like lasers, which at that point I believe he has iframes. You can't shoot him there. Like when he starts doing it and he hasn't jumped up yet, he has iframes, but once he does like jump up onto the platform, that's when you can shoot him.
This is finally my chance
I believe
to do
that's how it
something.
works with his iframes and all that. So you want to like once he starts doing that, you want to stop and then like loot around and all that.
Oh, Leon! Leon!
All right, let's just try Elpis. I mean, no. That would be lame. That would be lame.
Is my hope. A blind hope.
Okay. This is it.
Okay, here we go.
Spencer's vision looks through me.
Okay, we got a parry off there. No parry in the kick.
And how many more will have to die for that vision?
You don't have the power.
That's actually really bad timing there to
To save
for the break.
anyone.
Right.
Sacrifices must be made.
Like, so at this point now he has iframes, so it's pointless to shoot him. This is when you want to loot around.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
Oh, actually, I actually just healed right there before that happened. I don't know if I would have died there. Maybe I would have. But I'm glad I chose to heal there.
seems you're reaching your limit.
RPG. Oh boy. I actually made a huge mistake there. Like, not that I actually missed the RPG. I actually wasn't even intending to actually use it on Victor. I was actually intending to save it for the final fight. But, like, I think when I picked it up, it auto went into the shortcut. And I was, like, switching to... Because I think I had the sniper out there and I was trying to switch to the shotgun. Oh, no, I had the shotgun now. I can't remember exactly what I was doing there, but... I didn't think it was gonna auto switch to the rocket launcher there. But at this point I'm like, oh my god, can I even do this? Like, is this run gonna end like at this point without the rocket launcher? Do I have the do I even have the ammo? My heart rate must have been going through the roof right now with all that happening. I'm just gonna scrape out everything here to hit him. Yeah, and he even had another... I actually didn't even know he could do that twice, by the way. I thought you could only bring out one rocket in one fight. But I don't know, yeah, apparently like he does it like infinitely or whatever. Also, it was even more troll that was like the end of the phase as well. They couldn't even get this second rocket. So I have to do this part like normally as well. I feel like this is actually like a bit of a better outcome, by the way. I feel like this is more like exciting for this to happen. It made the run more like intense. Eventually I'll notice that I still have 8 shotgun rounds left there to reload. There we go. See, I'm pretty sure like this fight actually has like a health value as well, because once you get this second set of the weak spots that you gotta shoot here, like you don't have to shoot them all. The fight will like they'll all burst when you shoot a certain amount of them here. Like you'll see, I won't like shoot them all. There'll still be like a few. Yeah, you can see like there was still a few of them left there. But yeah, there we go. We persevered through all that freaking chaos there in the final fight. And there we go, guys. That is a no-death run of Resident Evil Requiem. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that. This is just the beginning of our content for this game. We'll be doing insanity stuff in this game soon, so look forward to that, everybody. And yeah, just yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.